A guy accidentally crushed a pack of instant noodles. The crumbs dropped straight down into the tiny people's kingdom below. The little people instantly backed away in panic, but then one woman carefully sniffed the crumbs. Out of nowhere, this crazy good smell started filling the air. Everybody got hyped immediately. Turns out the kingdom had been dealing with a brutal famine for a long time. The queen seriously thought it was a blessing from heaven. She started thanking God right on the spot. Pretty soon, the food got handed out to all the starving refugees. The second they tasted it, everyone was completely hooked. Watching all this happen, the man decided he couldn't just stand there and do nothing. So he went out, bought an entire box of instant noodles, and dropped all of it into the tiny people's kingdom. When the people opened the packages and saw all that food inside, they looked at the man like he was basically a god. After finally solving the famine problem, the queen was able to relax for the first time in forever. But right then, soldiers suddenly rushed in with terrible news. The enemy kingdom was attacking the city walls. To protect her people, the queen personally headed to the battlefield and started commanding the army herself. The man couldn't stand watching the tiny people he had just saved get wiped out again, so he decided to step in and help the queen crush the enemy forces. The enemy army was insanely powerful. On the battlefield, the queen's soldiers kept getting pushed back over and over again until they were completely surrounded. Just when the queen thought her kingdom was finished, the man suddenly showed up holding 2 lighters. In an instant, giant flames started raining down from the sky. The enemy soldiers were terrified of getting burned alive, so nobody dared move forward anymore. Then the man lit a bunch of small firecrackers. To the tiny people, they looked like massive meteors crashing from the heavens. The enemy army immediately thought God himself was punishing them. Terrified, they had no choice but to retreat. But the enemy leader refused to believe it was divine power. He thought somebody was causing these disasters on purpose, so he hired a witch to summon endless swarms of poisonous insects to attack the queen's kingdom. The queen's guards got overwhelmed almost instantly. Just when things looked hopeless again, the man finally arrived carrying insecticide spray. He blasted a thick white fog across the entire kingdom. A moment later, after the fog cleared, every single poisonous insect was dead. The enemy forces were so freaked out they didn't even dare make another move. Wanting to stop another invasion for good, the queen held a huge sacrificial ceremony and prayed for protection. The man heard her prayer and immediately pulled out giant searchlights. Suddenly, 2 massive suns appeared above the tiny kingdom. The second the enemy army saw them, they completely lost it and ran away in absolute terror.